Your Ford F-150 battery keeps dying, and it is not the battery's fault. Ford turns these settings on by default, and they can drain your truck overnight. We are counting down 7 hidden factory settings, from quiet connectivity modules to a single feature that can kill your battery in days, each one silently pulling power while your truck sits in the driveway. By the end, you will know exactly where to find them and how to shut them off. Starting at number 7, the one setting almost every owner forgets is even running. Number 7, FordPass Remote Connectivity. FordPass Remote Connectivity keeps your F-150 talking to the cloud, even when you think it is asleep. Every new F-150 leaves the lot with an always-on LTE modem, quietly sending a digital heartbeat so you can check your truck's status from the app. But that convenience comes at a cost, about 30 milliamps of steady current, day and night. That might sound small, but it adds up to nearly 3/4 of an amp-hour lost every single day, enough to drain a healthy battery below startup voltage if the truck sits for a week, especially in cold weather. Owners with Sync 3 see an even higher draw, closer to 35 milliamps, while Sync 4 and Sync 4A models are a bit more efficient, but still never fully shut down. To stop this silent drain, head to your truck's touchscreen. On Sync 3, tap Settings, scroll to General, then select FordPass Connect and switch it off. Sync 4 owners will find it under Settings, then Connectivity, then FordPass. Just hit Disable. If you prefer using the FordPass app, open Settings and turn off connected services. For the most stubborn cases, pulling the telematics fuse under the hood instantly cuts the connection. But remember, you will lose remote features until you restore it. Disabling FordPass Connect will not affect daily driving, and it will keep your battery from slowly bleeding out while the truck is parked. This is the baseline thief, always running, rarely noticed, but easy to shut down if you know where to look. Number 6, zone lighting. Zone lighting might look like a harmless convenience, but those welcome and cargo LEDs can quietly drain your battery long after you have walked away. Ford's zone lighting system lets you light up the bed, the sides, and even the tailgate area, all controlled from the truck's touchscreen or the FordPass app. The problem is, even when the lights seem off, the control module can keep sipping power in the background. In normal operation, these circuits draw 12 milliamps on standby, already enough to matter if your truck sits for days in the cold. There is a catch. Some crew cab F-150's suffer from a latch-up fault in the body control module. When that happens, the draw can surge to 30, even 45 milliamps, tripling the normal drain and putting your battery at risk of a no start in the morning, especially after a weekend parked. You will find the setting buried in the menu. Tap Settings, then Vehicle, then Lighting, and look for Zone Lighting. Here is the key. Set the auto off timer to the shortest possible value or turn the system off entirely if you do not use it. If you notice the lights flickering after shutdown or your battery keeps dying despite everything else being off, a faulty module could be to blame. Ford has issued software updates and in some cases replaces the module under warranty. Do not ignore lingering LEDs or a phantom glow. They are a sign the system has not powered down. Pretty lights come with a hidden cost. If you want to keep your battery healthy, make sure zone lighting is truly off before you walk away. If problems persist, ask your dealer to check for latch-up faults. Ignoring this one can turn a simple feature into an expensive headache. Number 5, onboard scales and smart hitch. Onboard scales and smart hitch bring a new layer of tech to recent F-150s, but they can quietly siphon power from your battery every single night. Starting in 2021, Ford added these weight-sensing modules to trucks with the towing package. Even when you are not hauling anything, the sensors stay powered up, checking for changes and sending a low-level signal across the truck's data network. It is a modest draw, about 8 milliamps for the base system, with some Sync 4A models adding another 2 milliamps for diagnostic checks. That might not sound like much, but combine it with other always-on systems, and it is another leak in the bucket that can leave your battery too weak to crank, especially if the truck sits for several days in cold weather. The real catch is, these modules are active by default, and you will not see any warning lights or error messages to tip you off. If your F-150 is 2021 or newer and has the towing package, this setting is almost certainly turned on. To find it, start at the Sync touchscreen. Tap Settings, then scroll to Towing. Inside, look for Onboard Scales and Smart Hitch. Each has its own toggle. Switch both to Off when you are not towing. On Sync 4A, the same path applies, and the change takes effect within 30 seconds. For owners who want to be absolutely sure, some technicians pull the appropriate fuses to isolate the modules during long-term storage, but the menu toggle is the fastest fix for most people. Great on the road, annoying in the driveway. So if you are not towing, turn them off and keep that battery ready for when you actually need it. Number 4. Trailer Brake Controller Standby. The Trailer Brake Controller Standby mode is a hidden drain that quietly saps power from nearly every F-150 equipped with a towing package. Even if you have not hooked up a trailer in weeks, the controller's electronics remain alert, constantly listening for a new connection through the 7-pin wiring harness. That means a steady draw of about 11 milliamps, every hour, every day. Enough to matter if your truck sits idle, especially in cold weather when battery performance is already on the edge. But the story does not end there. Plugging in a trailer harness, even with no trailer attached, can double that draw or worse. Accessory backfeed through the 7-pin connector is a well-documented problem. Corroded or poorly wired harnesses can send current right back into the truck, pushing the standby load to 20 milliamps or more. In the worst cases, a short in the trailer wiring has been measured, spiking the drain up to 45 or even 80 milliamps, enough to leave a healthy battery unable to crank after just a few cold nights. Ford's own service bulletins and owner forums echo the same advice. If you are not towing, let the controller sleep. The quickest fix is to head into your Sync touchscreen, tap Settings, scroll to Towing, then find Trailer Brake and look for the Power Save option. Switch Power Save to On. This tells the truck to fully cut standby power to the controller after shutdown. For trucks without the menu toggle, or if you want a hardware solution, pull Fuse 44 from the interior fuse box. This completely isolates the controller and eliminates the risk of parasitic drain. But remember to reinstall the fuse before your next tow. If you notice your F-150's battery dying after weekends parked, or if you see a sudden jump in standby current after plugging in a trailer, check the 7-pin harness for corrosion and always unplug when not in use. Do not ignore this one. Trailer Brake Standby is not just a convenience feature, it is a silent battery killer if left unchecked. Disable it when you are not towing, and you will give your battery a fighting chance to survive the next cold snap. Number 3. Auto Start-Stop System. The Auto Start-Stop system is supposed to save fuel, but it comes with a hidden price for your battery. Every time your F-150 stops at a light, the system shuts the engine off, then springs back to life the moment you lift your foot. To make that instant restart possible, a cluster of engine management electronics stays awake even when the truck is parked. Always watching, always ready. That means a quiet but constant trickle of power, roughly 5 milliamps in sleep mode and up to 6 milliamps if you have the latest Sync 4A with instant wake enabled. It sounds small, but over days of sitting idle, even this low-level draw chips away at your battery's reserve, especially in cold weather when every amp counts. Here is what most owners miss: the dash button or touchscreen toggle for auto start-stop resets every time you turn the key. On Sync 3 trucks, you have to tap the button or dive into the menu. Go to Settings, then Vehicle, then Auto Start-Stop and set it to off every single drive. Forget once, and the system is right back to sipping power in the background. Some 2022 and newer Sync 4 models offer a persistent off setting, but even then, a software update or dealer service can flip the switch back on without warning. For a truly permanent solution, dealers can reprogram the body control module, or you can use a hardware eliminator. For most owners, it becomes a daily ritual. Check the dash, set it to off, and do not trust it to stay that way. On its own, 5 milliamps will not kill a healthy battery overnight, but add it to the other always-on systems, and the drain adds up fast. Leave your truck parked for a week in freezing weather, and you may come back to a no-start situation, all because a so-called efficiency feature never really sleeps. If you are parking for more than a couple of days, Make it a habit to turn off auto start-stop before shutting down. It is good for saving gas around town, but when it comes to battery health, this is one setting you do not want running in the background. Number 2, remote start preconditioning. Remote start preconditioning is a battery drain trap hiding in plain sight. This feature lets you start the F-150's engine and climate system from your phone or key fob, getting the cabin warm or cool before you even open the door. But here is what most owners miss. Even when you are not using it, the system keeps a chunk of the truck's electrical network awake, just waiting for that remote command. In sleep mode, the remote start module and its related hardware draw about 45 milliamps, a higher baseline than almost any other convenience feature. The real problem comes when a preconditioning cycle triggers. Suddenly, the current spikes to 70, 100, even 120 milliamps as the HVAC blower, relays, and engine control modules spring to life. If your truck sits for a couple of cold days, the battery can dip below safe starting voltage before you ever realize what is happening. Ford's own service bulletins warn that trucks left with remote start enabled are at far greater risk of a no start, especially in winter or after a weekend parked at the airport. The system is enabled by default on most trims, and unless you dig into the menus, it keeps running in the background, quietly draining power night after night. On Sync 3, you will find the setting under Settings, then Vehicle, then Remote Start. Just toggle it to Disabled. Sync 4 and 4A models follow the same path: Settings, Vehicle, Remote Start, then switch it off. If you use the FordPass app, open Vehicle Controls, tap Remote Start, and slide the switch to Off. For fleet trucks or persistent cases, dealers can clear the Remote Start flag with an OBD tool, a permanent fix that survives software updates. Some firmware versions flag Remote Start as active even after a menu toggle, so always confirm the icon disappears from your quick controls. Disabling Remote Start will not prevent you from driving. The truck will start just fine with the key or push button. What it will do is stop those hidden modules from sipping power every hour you are not behind the wheel. Do not wait for a dead battery to clue you in. Turn off Remote Start preconditioning unless you absolutely need it, and check that setting after every major software update. For owners in cold climates, this is the silent killer. Easy to forget, expensive if ignored. Number 1, Pro Power Onboard 240-volt outlets. Pro Power Onboard 240-volt outlets are the single most aggressive battery killer hiding in the F-150's electrical system. This is not just a convenience feature for plugging in power tools or running a tailgate fridge. Under the hood, Pro Power Onboard relies on a high-capacity AC inverter, a network of relays, and a dedicated monitoring circuit that never truly sleeps. Even with every outlet closed and nothing plugged in, the system keeps drawing current, about 170 milliamps on average, with some trucks measuring as high as 190 milliamps in freezing weather. That is 5 times the draw of the FordPass modem, and it adds up fast. More than 4 amp hours lost every single day, or nearly 28 amp hours a week. For a standard 70 to 80 amp hour battery, that is enough to drop you from a full charge to the danger zone in less than 7 days. Park for a long weekend, and you might come back to a truck that will not even turn over. The risk is even sharper for Power Boost hybrid owners, where the inverter is always ready to supply household-level power at a moment's notice. Ford tried to address this with a Sync 4A firmware patch that trims about 10% off the standby draw, but that still leaves the inverter as the top parasitic drain in the lineup. Cold weather only makes things worse, pushing the inverter's appetite higher as the battery's reserve shrinks. Disabling Pro Power Onboard is not hard, but you have to know where to look. On Sync 4A trucks, tap Settings, then Vehicle, and scroll to Pro Power Onboard. Flip the toggle to Off. This sends a shutdown command to the inverter and its monitoring circuit. For added insurance, especially if you are storing the truck for more than a week, you can pull the dedicated inverter fuse from the underhood fuse box. On some models, that is fuse 27. But always check your owner's manual for confirmation. For fleet or commercial trucks, dealers can flash the ECU with the disable flag, permanently powering down the inverter until it is re-enabled at the shop. If you notice the outlets are still powered after shutdown, or if your battery keeps dying despite everything else being off, it is a sign the inverter circuit has not fully powered down. In those cases, a dealer service bulletin covers a relay replacement or a software update to force a true sleep mode. Do not ignore lingering outlet power or a persistent Pro Power Onboard active icon on the dash. These are red flags that the system is quietly bleeding your battery dry. This is the one setting that can leave you stranded after just a few days parked, especially in cold weather or if you are running a smaller battery. Do not assume the outlets are off just because you are not using them. Go into your truck's settings tonight, shut down Pro Power Onboard, and if you ever need to leave the F-150 for more than a weekend, pull the fuse or have your dealer lock it down. One feature, left unchecked, can drain your battery orders of magnitude faster than anything else on the list. If you only change one setting, make it this one. Across all 7 hidden settings, one pattern jumps out. Modern convenience comes at the cost of your F-150's battery health. Silent drains, standby modules, and always-on features turn overnight into a ticking clock for no-start mornings and early battery failure. Staying in control means knowing what is running when your engine is off. So check your settings tonight. Your truck's next start could depend on it. Let me know what you find.